goodness gracious, I'm tight and hip. That's what she said. Oh,
we knew it was good.
Thank you. That's my exact reaction for you. Really? I like it. Thank you. Thank you. We see two teams here. You were on the wrong side. You need to be on my side. He can cut over there. Team Georgie, team there. But hey, welcome to Australia. I'm stoked to have you guys here.
Thank you. It has been a lot of fun.
Yeah, well, once you were here, you guys had a tumultuous time to start with.
Yeah. No, we spent like 72 hours in San Francisco waiting to get here.
Did you follow along with that at all?
I did not.
Yeah. That the classic, are we going to make it? Are we not going to make it? We're at the airport. We're getting canceled flights.
Yeah. It was gnarly, but we made it to Perth with like... Thank you.
Oh, no, it's fine, Eddie. I've said it so you can hold it.
We've made it to Perth with like...
The most muffled audio.
3 hours before our set is when we got into Perth.
Too soon.
But we thought we weren't going to make it at all. Like, we really thought, because United was like, we can't get you there in time. Destroyer Alliance, however, was very cool and said, we got to get you to Perth. So we went on an Australian airline and we made it in time.
Great. I love that.
It was probably one of the worst sets we've ever played in our lives.
I didn't hear that. I've only heard positive things.
That's good.
You must have done something.
Well, you probably didn't talk to anybody from Perth.
Very polite. Yeah. Oh, you made the effort. Yeah, Australia's up.
That being said, getting on the flight was awful, but I did have an entire row to myself. I laid down.
Did you sleep?
Yeah, I did.
See, I'd lay down and just lay there for like 9 hours. I can't sleep or words.
I think you're wider than I am, like as far as like muscular, so it's like
I don't think that was my problem. I think it was my stupid brain didn't shut down.
I took like two sleep aids to pass out.
NyQuil rocks.
I doubled up. Me and Rhino shared.
Just asleep on each other on the side. Very nice. And what's the reception been in Australia so far?
Great.
From what we've seen online, it seems very overwhelmingly positive.
It's been good. There have been a couple of crowds that we've definitely had to win over, but by the end of the set, people were vibing with it.
It's a good mix of bands on the tour too. Like, it's not like you're you guys are really a niche band. You have a sound that's pretty unique.
Sure.
So I guess no matter what tour you're on, it'd be different. But like, it's not as though it's like, oh, it's all the same type of bands. We're playing to that audience.
Yeah.
That's kind of fun.
We are for sure the softest band on this bill.
I wasn't even saying it. I saw him flex before.
Yeah, I'm trying to show off.
Is that why you just started talking about the gym earlier?
We're not intimidated. Why to the gym once?
Before you come out, do you do, like, because obviously a lot of the towns and cities you're playing at, you would have never heard of before. Is this first time for all of you coming to Australia?
Yes, except for Daniel.
I came in 2020 with my wife just for like a week, little vacation.
So before coming out is when you get the rundown of all the venues and stuff.
Early February.
Do you do any research and try and get the vibe, or do you like to just go in blind and see what it's going to
Honestly,
be?
our research is more coffee oriented.
Yeah.
We look up like
where
what
we're gonna
restaurants and what coffee we want to find. But as far
Melbourne's
as
great for that.
yeah. But as far as like audience, not really.
Yeah, and also Greg, our driver, has been amazing. He has shown
he's
us
been
so much
stopping it.
cool shit.
So much.
And it's like, man, that is so awesome. I thought we were just going to be driving and sitting in the van being miserable. He's like always stopping off and showing us cool shit. So
Because
cool, especially when you don't get a super long time here. And Australia is not the most fun to tour because of all the flights. It's like, sure, one day. Yeah, but that's cool. At least you got to see some shit.
Yeah. We sure did. Yeah. We've seen a lot of stuff. And I've done way more beach chilling than I expected to. Yeah. I don't think I've ever been able to go to the beach and relax, but on the same day as playing a show. Like, that is not something that usually happens for us.
Yeah, you're not really the time of year for it.
Yeah. Oh, this is so warm for us.
Awesome. Seattle.
I'll go swimming in Seattle. Like, the ocean in Seattle is frigid. So cold. It is so cold. It is way not swimmable.
Like, they're like whinging about a 20-degree day, and they're like, let's take our shirts off.
Literally, yeah. I mean, when we were in Wollongong, we walked down the beach, like, in our swimsuits, and it was great.
And there were like 3 other people on the beach.
In jackets.
Yeah.
Perfect time of year for that, though, because you miss all the tourist crowds, and you guys are like the only tourists. So that's the only problem there. Everyone's like, they're not from here.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
Even Bondi seemed pretty relaxed, and I thought that was like the big tourist here.
I'm sure in the summer it is.
Yeah, it's middle of summer. It's horrendous.
Yeah.
There's no empty beach at all. But that's nice you got to experience. Yeah, it's a different perspective. And in terms of picking the set for your like debut into Australia, was there any like conflict between you guys of like what songs you should be like playing to like reach new audiences? Is it focused on you've got upcoming new music?
The one song that we had to say we should definitely put it in the set, even though our set is a little shorter and maybe we want to put newer songs, is She's Quiet. Because there are a lot of people from Australia who've been listening to us for a long time, and it would be a kind of a shame for us to come here and not play that song.
As someone who got into you guys off that song, thank you.
Right on.
I appreciate it.
Oh, we're not playing it tonight.
Did I mention that I hate you guys?
One song that we did cut that I'm slightly regretting was Grievance Pay, because I think that ending breakdown would have really gone off for these crowds.
Yeah.
Breakdown really would have worked.
Yeah. That said, I never thought new music would make this so much harder. We are now in this position where now that we have way more songs to choose from, it's way harder to make a set.
It's only going to get worse too.
Oh yeah, exactly. With Slow Bloom, we were like, oh yeah, we'll just play all of our favorite songs off of Slow Bloom. Now we have 5 more singles out, right? Yeah, 5 more singles out. We're not even playing all of them.
Yeah,
We could choose between one of the double releases.
Okay. Is there any conflict in that of like which you pick? Always interesting to dive. Who we used to say.
So the final set, Brian White.
Yeah.
It kind of has to.
Yeah.
But the thing with new songs is that with the way that we write and record, we haven't played most of this music. Like, I played it in the studio, and then
So this is
that was
debut
it.
for a lot of it.
Yeah, like
Earth was 2 new songs that we had never played.
Hey, you hella jet lag? Play new stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like, I think I'd played Overtime maybe 40 times in my life, and that was with like cramming it before we left. So it's like,
wow.
we've never played any of this stuff versus, She's Quiet, I've played 15,000 times,
So now that you've played it at least 3 times more, are you feeling more warmed up with it?
Yeah.
No.
I kind of wish we picked roommates.
It's always, the grass is always green.
I mean, I've been filming myself just so I can go back and like watch and see how things are feeling. I can definitely tell that I'm a little stiff, like not on the playing side, but on the performing side, because I'm still trying to figure out like, okay, in this section, do I bob with the snare, or like, do I go halftime on this one? So there's all these little movements,
Standing in the corners, freaking out.
like we just don't have it figured out yet,
Yeah.
How do you guys go after a show? I mean, obviously, you might not have enough time on a run like this, but sort of going through the set list and rewatching or re-listening and, judging crowd reaction and the way the songs flow in the set list for you guys. Do you get a chance to do any of that mid-tour and sort of rejig it? Or is it kind of just like, well, we made our beds, got to sleep in it?
That's a good question. We are actually kind of right in the middle of reevaluating how we run our live set. And there's a couple changes. I'm going to spare nerdy details, but there are a few changes to the...
We like nerds.
Right on. Well, there is something called session view and arrangement view. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to go into that. But
I'm like, go on. Tell me more.
there is a way to more easily switch up your set list in Ableton, which is what we use to run all of our live tracks. We just haven't been using it thus far. And we are right in the middle of transitioning. For this tour, we kind of, so to speak, made our beds on it. But in the future, we would like to be able to flex songs in and out. Because, for example, after night 2, when we realized, Overtime's actually really hard to play, we could have swapped it for roommates. Yeah, sure. Or it went the other one that I am actually, on the flip side, really glad we didn't cut, because it was a toss-up between EU Up and Scary Movies, and we're playing Scary Movies. And I'm actually really glad we are playing Scary Movies, just because it is such a good jumpy song. EU Up is a little more popular on Spotify, but which is something that drives our decision, obviously.
I was going to say, because that seems to be like the more bands you talk to, the more like, you look at what works in that country based on the analytics and then play that stuff.
Yeah.
Is that the kind of way you do it here?
I don't think we got that deep.
I think, we were just talking with Stan Atlantic about this, and they were saying that they'll go in, like they did an Asian tour, and they went in and like looked at the songs and how they stream in Japan, and picked their set list off that.
Jono from Stanley Lake was the one who was talking about this the other day.
Oh, no.
That's why I brought that up, actually. Yeah. They were like, that's how we're picking the songs going forward for this, because they were in Asia when I was there, and they're talking about that. And that's the exact reason.
That's so funny. How about that?
Honestly, we just pick like like, okay, Spotify top 8, got to play all those.
Sure.
And then which 2 songs do we like?
Right. There's got to be something in there for us.
Yeah.
Which there is something.
And then also depending on the bill too, like obviously with like this tour, it's like metalcore, a little heavier. So it's like, okay, we should maybe try to cater some stuff towards that, you know, just to try to win over some of the heavy, you know, there's inevitably always going to be a guy that's like, oh, like breakdowns. But if you show them you got one, they're like, okay, you tried to they got me. Yeah, we just went straight to the merch tag.
Yeah. All that to say, we didn't do because we dropped Grievance Bay.
It's okay.
That's pretty moving.
Talk to me about dream tours. What's an artist that you guys, because like I said, it's hard to pigeonhole your sound and who you play with. What's about if you guys are like, this is a dream band for us to play with?
If we're talking about like dream bands for awesome, amazing, cool shows that will grow a lot on, like Fall Out Boy, for example, it's like obviously huge bands.
Beyonce.
Yeah, Beyonce.
Yeah. I heard she's looking for you.
Absolutely loving it. Oh, it'd be great for us.
But beyond that, like bands that we really like, I know for a fact that all of us would geek over a tour with a band called Polka Dot Stingray from Japan.
Okay.
They're a big influence of ours, and that would be super cool.
Bill Murray as well.
Oh, Bill Murray.
Yeah, I feel like you guys would go real well on a tour with Bill Murray.
Yeah.
Yeah, we slipped in to our agent. Our agent is Sleep Token's agent, and we just dropped her name like, just see. Just see.
We are not cool enough.
We didn't get picked, but Bill Murray got picked, so there's hope.
That means there's a lot more hope than we thought.
Right.
Isn't that wild?
That's super cool.
It's such a strange pairing. It's so weird. You got like the all-American eagle screeching hog pranking guy from the States. And the mysterious masked like sexy British dudes. I don't get it. Well, I just hope you see Vessel just come out on like a ride-on tractor or something with an American flag. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Ruin the mystique.
I saw a thing being like, it was like a meme, and it was like a Bill Murray thing. It was like Sleep Token people and Bill Murray, and it was like, but Bill Murray's lyrics. You're like, yeah, because they're all deep and emotional. They're just hitting in the jokes.
Yeah.
Probably nice thing. I wouldn't miss you.
There you go. But it works. It works. And what about if you had to choose one for the rest of your career? What would you choose? Festival appearances or your own headline shows?
Oh, between the two?
Headline shows, no doubt.
We've also done like one festival. So.
Like festivals are dope, but man, playing a headline show where like
The whole crowd.
everyone is there to see you, there's nothing like it.
Oh, it's
Like,
so sick.
ideally, you want to grow your band by playing more people who don't know you. But if I can get in a room and play to 1,000 people who love me, like it's pretty fucking cool.
Wow, the headline shows really to 5 people. It was the same 5 people every time.
Yeah, that'd be pretty whack.
So you get to choose the five.
Jerry and John. Yeah, it's a random selection of Johnny things. It's not going to be good.
No, it's gonna be horrible.
Should we get into Would You Rather list of fish? Yeah, wrap it up. Yeah. You're pretty good at this. I'll let you take it away. Oh, let's geek out. You talk about nerd stuff. We're going to talk about real nerd stuff.
Sure.
You guys are going to be in either the Star Wars universe or the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Which do you pick?
Oh, that is so easy for us. It's Star Wars.
Yeah, I've already got a bunch of stuff on my arm.
I did see that. Yeah. Okay, which character?
Who would that be?
Yeah.
Oh. See, here's the thing. Mandalorian. That's what I'm saying. George Lucas kind of trying to like make Boba Fett's backstory, like back when he was just like, you know,
Just cool and mysterious.
Cool and mysterious. That's the guy.
Is that a that story?
Yeah,
Sure.
sure is.
In this?
Sure is, because he was just so cool and mysterious. Like, wow, nobody fucks with him.
Yeah.
That's badass.
And then in this instance, do you eventually become Darth John?
Maybe. See how the universe goes.
I would love to be Cad Bane, but in the Rebels series, because his character is different. Has anybody here watched Star Wars Rebels?
That's a real nerd answer.
Yeah. I asked for nerd and you went there. And
His character in Rebels is slightly more like, like not as dark and not like he's a little funnier, but he's still cool.
Sure.
Yeah, that'd be tight.
I like to see myself as a young Jar Jar Binks.
Immediately, I thought that as soon as I walked in here. My God, he gives off Jar Jar energy.
I'm saying. I'm the comedic relief. It's great. Everyone likes comedic relief. Yeah. All right. Still nerding out then. World of Wizarding, which I'm a huge fan of. Gandalf or Dumbledore?
Who wins in a fight?
Owen's in a fight at Gandalf. No doubt.
No question.
Yeah.
Next
question.
questions, because I'm the opposite. It's Dumbledore.
Oh, dude.
Nah, it's Gandalf. I enjoy Harry Potter now. I've watched Harry Potter now.
Yes, I know. You've watched
And I still think Gandalf would win.
Why? Because he all argue with me. I'm going to win on this, but
Because he's got the magic side, right? He's got the fantasy wizard side, but he can fuck shit up with a sword.
having a sword doesn't mean you're going to win when you've got like the most powerful, clever wizard of all time going on. He doesn't. He's going to turn your sword into water.
What if someone dispels you?
What?
Like you can't use these spells. And Gandalf's like, well, lucky I'm...
This
This
is who's on your team, by the way. That's arguing your point.
Well, I'll say this, Gandalf's got the finest weed in all the land.
He'd be too high to fight. That's not a winning.
too high to fight. Damn, you might be right. I look at Dumbledore as more of like not as violent of a magic user. He's way more wise. I mean, well, they're both wise, but he's a little more like studious. Obviously, he's got a big responsibility as far as looking after all of Hogwarts. But Gandalf he's just been in a lot of fights.
Yeah,
he's been a part of a lot of combat.
Dumbledore is just Fisher Price Gandalf.
Those are fighting words.
I really liked you guys before coming.
I can see you just seething.
I'm about to flip both chairs with you guys on them.
You're wrong. I bet you could.
All right, well, we'll allow it. You already asked the live shows, but let's give him the really hard one, the shit one.
Oh, yes. I was like...
The one we do every fucking time.
All right. You guys are about to go on stage. All right. You're dry, you're comfortable, you're wet. You got an hour and a half headline. With more than fun. Did I just say wet? You're dry, you're comfortable. And wet. And wet. Yeah. Did it in a good way.
He hasn't done this before, sorry.
You're not playing to just 5 people. It's your headline show. But before you go on, you have to put on either cold, wet socks or cold, wet underwear to do the set. What do you choose and why?
Oh, cold, wet underwear for sure. I am the sweatiest man alive, so my underwear is wet halfway through the first song anyway.
Actually, I'm pretty sure you sweat on the majority of your body. Your feet sweat a lot.
Yeah, they got sweaty grippers.
I know. I can't do the socks because like we spin around. So
You imagine jumping?
yeah, just like man, it's such a bad feeling. Give me the underwear, all that.
This might be my favorite band.
I'm waiting for Brian to really confirm.
It's
Brian doesn't sweat at
I don't
all.
really sweat much. Well, that's not true.
You're the snowman.
I do sweat by the end of the set, but comparatively, not as much.
With all that hair as well. I had literally thought this watching you play. I was like, that hair must get annoying.
I've gotten used to it. I think I'm gonna go with the underwear. I just based on pure feel, and yeah, I'm standing up. I would be like,
Yeah, see, I don't like that bit.
yeah, and also I wear
don't
white
like
shoes every time.
That's where I'm at.
That would.
I would shape like a motherfucker.
You said we spin around. Imagine this all chafy from back door. By the way, I can't move very much right now.
You're chafing right now.
Why do you think I'm spreading my legs? I'm trying to unshave.
And right.
Okay, well, look, I really like your music. I don't like your choices in life. But you guys seem alright, so we'll let you come back.
Thanks for hanging out. Obviously, I'm sure you guys have seen. We've checked out as much of your stuff as possible. Yeah, big fans.
Yeah, we genuinely really like you guys.
Appreciate it very much.
You know what us doing. And we're stoked to see it and we champion it. So it also pumped to see you guys getting like...
Yeah, stoked to see the reaction as well. Like, it must honestly feel so good to come over here for the first time and see so many people actually know your shit. You're welcome. Really, all your guys' fault.
Well, yeah. Also, you're releasing your album on my birthday, so thank you for that. It's like a nice birthday present.
You're welcome. That was intentional.
Yeah, I know you guys know me. So thank you. All right, well, that's it. We're done. Thanks, guys.
Peace.
Legend. Thank you. You are wrong about most of it, but I appreciate it.
That was great. I've never heard questions like that.
Oh, yeah, we're not...